so contingent upon the day when the red record for removal for Dejeuner was sent. In fact, talking Dejeuner could be shipped off Mexico inside a multi-week time. Yet before I get into that, there is a lot more detail I needed to give you all of where I got this data, what happened, what's been the deal with Shanquella. So before we get into that, strike that like button and leave a remark, as that is so significant. It pushes this story out there. This story actually should be dynamic out there on these virtual entertainment roads. I have another video coming soon which will make sense of why Shanquella may not get equity, and measurably speaking, I'm not an individual that has faith in karma. However, extremely fortunate contrasted with numerous different families out there that years actually don't have equity for their friends and family who have been locked off in Mexico, the U.S. state condo. How might you respond assuming it was your kid? Come on, now what might you need to witness? In this nation, in the event that it was your kid who was pounded into the ground on camera without garments November 16th, nobody has been captured. Individuals who realized what befell my little girl are carrying on with their lives. They have gotten back to work. And my family has passed on to stand by since 3 days yet with this visual proof. No one has been captured. And on the off chance that she wasn't pounded into the ground, someone necessities to tell us precisely what occurred. And there are 6 individuals who were there who know the responses, and they should be available someplace where they are being asked and requested of reality last time already. The most recent update we got was from the Mexico lawyer. And fundamentally, they were developing a red document with all the proof they expected to remove Dejeuner Jackson. Even after that, a ton of us were considering what on earth is the holdup yet in the administrative work application. Mexico needs to charge it not as femicide yet as murder, as they were being ping-ponged between the U.S. specialists and Mexican specialists. They became ill of it. Nobody was getting back to them. A lawyer that is helping Shanquella's Robinson's family to Ann Robinson, not connected with them, traveled to Mexico and did her own examination to sort out what was the deal with the case, not really reinvestigating, however, attempting to sort out the best roads to go to for more data. They went to the police headquarters, they went to the Mexican Red Cross, they went to the emergency clinic, where Dr. Katrina was working at. She went to see Shanquella's manor. I don't know whether she had access into it or anything, or on the other hand, in the event that she was around it, since it resembles a gay local area, sort of conversing with neighbors, campaigning the region for any observers or individuals who could offer data about what they saw. They even went to the U.S. office, who should be the contact and the assurance. For American residents abroad, we got no such warm hello. We got no such established freedoms. We got no such help contact data. As a matter of fact, we were practically blocked. And prompt that on the off chance that the family required more data, they ought to converse with the 6 travel mates that went to Cabo. Was tranquility. The degree of lack of regard to Shanquella Robinson's respect, even in the red, is unbelievable. She wound up going to the general lawyer's office. Brilliant. Hello, we're not simply attempting to show. She said that they're taking the case intense. And the next move is up to you. We've sent everything over to Interpol. We've sent everything over to the FBI. So presently, we realize that USA has the ball in their court. And it's truly miserable to feel that, wow, the FBI couldn't perceive them. Gracious. Definitely the ball is in the courts right now. The lawyer, in a real sense, needed to go down to the USA and converse with the overall lawyer to get that data. So as of now, they're similar to what on earth is going on USA. It's in their grasp. So the activists, the legal counselors, the family went to D.C. to dissent. Because of them not getting any help from the USA, the foreign relations was that they have no data. They won't give data that we could contact the American Citizenship Division. However, they likewise won't have any data, so we haven't been met with any help on this side. That is the reason we're here. The issue currently is that there must be an elevated degree of political mediation. And I say undeniable level. To be joking in light of the fact that, to be straightforward, The most significant level is here. That is the reason we're here, President Biden. The top of the branch of equity, the State Division, you've all got calls from our office. And no responses, you have letters. We should how about we make the wisest decision by Shanquella Robinson. And we should continuously make the right decision by people of color. There was a ton that went down in this descent, so I will give you a portion of the features and things that I found. Fascinating, right? Sylvia really said there were instant messages. Robinson had a head injury, that she was gone after that. They were kidding about it, messaging about what occurred in the consequence of the misfortune. Yet they never referenced that to Miss Robinson. I couldn't say whether this is hypothesis, in on the grounds that there's been right up to the present day, no any receipts or any verification or proof of them, kidding about the circumstance in instant message. So I truly do feel that this is likely theory or presumption the FBI haven't surrendered or told the family anything, so I don't have the foggiest idea where they got this data about instant messages of them, kidding about what happened to Shanquella. I'm not talking about that it didn't occur. I'm trying to say where did he truly get that data from this point. While I'm altering this video, I really do recall Sue, and truly, approaching that red envelope with the receipts and proof, and so forth. We've had the valuable chance to survey a portion of the parcels, so quite possibly she saw the instant messages. And that is the manner by which he got the data. She went on a reality locator mission to Mexico for their benefit in the wake of being prompted by us that the Mexican specialists were not taking care of their business. That is what the U.S. said. The Mexican specialists were not taking care of their business concerning researching this wrongdoing. Currently, I'm extremely inquisitive about this with U.S. specialists, or whoever would really say that I'm not saying that they didn't say that I'm trying to say it. From what I comprehend, I thought the FBI were like hand-to-hand working with the Mexican specialists, yes. And he expresses out loud, whatever we can illuminate you, what we might we at any points best from you is the case, is that the regarded conventions and techniques are being done that are great cooperation of what is being grown. Yet anyway, how about we continue to watch media wouldn't allow it to bite the dust. Natalie Holloway was in our homes consistently, and she ought to have been in social top dog. Say that I'm so certain his mom even talked, and her sister Quella, considerably overaddressed, fundamentally discussing how they feel that the framework, the public authority U.S. framework, has bound them the sensation of dispirited to our administration. I feel like our administration has bound us now. We need to make additional strides and estimations, to the extent that conventions, to the extent that question and answer sessions, mailing letters, that I feel like we shouldn't need to do. It's been 5 months. And something ought to have been finished. And she likewise feels her viewpoint didn't connect herself with dramatization of. So I feel like anything that occurred, or the circumstance that occurred at that manner, she was attempting to leave, and they wasn't attempting to let her go. Now, this is what she feels. This is what her perspective is. Many individuals took this and go for it. I'm similar to wow, they didn't let her go. No, she's letting you know, folks, that is the means by which she believes she feels that happened. Did it happen? We don't be aware until we truly find solutions. Rest all the snow until we get equity. And that is the reason we will go meet with the Division of Equity. And we will let them know they have the proof that is right. They had proof on the very first moment when we saw the video, believe it or not. And this is the miserable truth for many individuals that get secured off in Mexico. This is simply not a Shanquella thing. There's such countless individuals, families today, years, actually don't have equity for their friends and family. In the event that you buy in with notices, you will hear another video coming up before long describing that. And it is insane how Mexico takes care of a portion of these cases. Yet anyway, how about